Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all know who this
What's
is.
up?
This is
Yes.
Bobby and my concubine.
Keep calling me concubine and see what happens.
What? What's gonna happen?
Keep calling it.
What? Anyway,
You're live with TPN Live with Bobby and Renee.
word.
We are super excited about our show today, guys. I hope you guys tune in. Please share this video. We have some good information coming up. We have some inspirational information coming up for those of you that's on the edge or rocking the boat about taking that next leap of faith.
Yes,
Okay?
because our next guest, she took a leap of faith and is working really good for her.
Yes.
And she got some good information about what she's doing, and she's reaching back to help others.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
So you guys want to make sure you tune in for that. But before we go into bring her on, we want to talk about our weekend that we just had.
Oh my gosh.
We had one hell of a weekend. If you could not have been on my Facebook page or her page and not know what just happened this weekend for us.
Absolutely.
We won 5 awards out of 7, and then was given a bonus award to go to Germany with our project, Dexter Jackson's Guide to Dating.
Woo!
So if you have
a hand clap thing.
we clap like this. Clap, clap. It ain't no sound effects going on here.
Got no sound effects. Okay.
So hey guys, so if you like I said, we're so excited about this, and you just don't know. I mean, because
we're humbled. Y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all might see us posting a whole lot about what we're doing, but trust me, this is a humbling experience. We're excited, and the only way you guys are gonna know what's going on
if we tell you,
is if we tell you. Other than that, you won't know.
You won't know nothing.
That's his position. That's what he does. He promotes, he markets, he does all of that for TPN. So please don't get tired of us. It is what it is. We have to get it out to the masses.
Brent did the claps for us.
Oh, thank you, Brent. See,
there you go.
So this is what we're doing, guys. Guess what else we have going on? So we finished Dexter Jackson's Guide to Dating season 1 with a bang.
Yes.
But here we go.
That's right.
We are actually going to be casting for season 2. Now we get a lot of people hitting us up in our inbox saying, when your next casting call? Will you go be casting for your next movie?
Well,
listen,
we're
letting you know now. Dexter Jackson Guide to Dating. Dexter Jackson's Guide to Dating season 2 casting call is this Saturday.
May 5th.
This Saturday, May 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
It's from 2 to 6, right?
2:30 to 6:30.
2:30 to 6:30.
And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you got to see the address. It's scrolling at the bottom. I'm here, so if you guys can take a look at that. So
and wait, make sure you go to TPN and the number1.com,
our website,
because we have actually some sides on the website. Okay, so go there so you can be ready to print off the sides for the character you're auditioning for. If you don't see any sides for your character, then that means we want you to have a comedic monologue.
That's right.
Okay.
No dramatic monologue, because we're doing a comedy, so
yes,
we don't want to
laugh. I want to laugh on Saturday. I don't want to cry.
That's right.
Okay. So y'all make sure y'all bring it. Bring your A game. Tell your family, tell your friends that's in the industry that want to come out to the audition. We're looking forward to seeing you all. We haven't had a live audition in about 3 years.
Yes.
So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you guys.
Okay. The teacher's having sound issues. You can't hear us.
Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us?
Let us know if you can hear us.
Damitra, can you hear us? Wave your hand, sweetheart. She can hear us. All right, she can hear us. So Natia, it's your Boston cell phone. That's what that is. All right, so guys, we're gonna bring on our guest here.
Yay!
And you guys get to meet our wonderful and dear friend of ours. Boom, hold on. And here she goes. What's up, Damitra?
Hi, the people. What's up, guys?
What's going on with you?
We are so excited to have you on the show. Listen, I know that we know your personal story, but we just wanted you to actually enlighten the people that's having anxiety issues about taking that one leap of faith. We know that you took a big leap. I mean, you was here 1 minute and the next minute you were gone, and then we seen that you were in LA. We were like, hold up. Right. You were a ghost on us. So, and you know what? We respect you for that. Yeah. So just give us a little bit of your story and what motivated you and what keeps you motivated right now.
Well, just go back 4 years. I've been here in LA about 4 years now. Before, I was heavily involved with the entertainment community in Atlanta. And I decided I've always loved creating and writing like TV shows, even as a little kid, like just writing little skits, things of that nature. So I was shopping, some of my ideas around whatnot, and I just figured if that's something I really wanted to do, LA is where it's at pretty much when it comes to TV. So I made a 10-day decision.
10 days?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you did all of this in 10 days?
Yeah. I just took pictures of everything in my house, put it on Facebook and Craigslist for sale, and had people coming in and out of my house like that whole 10 days up until probably about 2 hours before I even left.
Wow.
And I remember asking God, like, I know this is a crazy decision, but I said, if I get on this airline, which was Southwest, and find a ticket that is ridiculously cheap for no reason, that was my sign, like, to make me feel better to come. So I went on there, and I just happened to find a one-way ticket for $180, where that included my dog as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, it's really time to go. So I sold all my stuff. What I didn't sell, because of course that's a short amount of time, I put it all, gave it to the Goodwill. It was kind of like a shedding process. Mm-hmm. When you take that risk, sometimes you feel like you've accomplished all that you can, maybe in a certain area or just in a certain place in your life. And it's like, it's cleansing. So, I gave away a lot of stuff too. And basically I came to LA with 3 suitcases, my dog Bailey, and $1,500, and not a clue, but I was so excited.
Wait.
So no, hold on. That's a good question because the first thing people can say when you go, we moved to California, they say it's so expensive out there. How did you not let that be a problem for you?
Oh, and trust me, everybody, and I understand the concerns, even though there's some hate too. You know how it goes. Uh-huh. But everybody was like, you can't do that. Are you crazy? Do you know how expensive it is out there? And, you'll be coming back, whatnot. And I said, well, you know what? First of all, like, I'm a risk taker. At least I feel more comfortable with myself knowing that I at least tried to do it and failed versus it would eat me up even more if I didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like I said, you know what? If the grocery bagger can live in LA, why can't I? Mm-hmm. So that pretty much was in my mind. Like, it's the same things going on in life there. So there's people that I've met living here that said it's too expensive for them, and they're born and raised. It's just, it is what it is. If you want to have what you want to have in your life or take that risk, I mean, you have to put it into action. So that's why I did it.
But you went there with $1,500.
Yeah.
And your dog. You flew, so you didn't have a car there.
No. And the funny thing about it, I was shooting a trailer for one of my shows at the time, which was Spin City, about female DJs in Atlanta. And I had ran my car to the ground just shooting it myself. And I tore the transmission down probably about 2 weeks before I made the decision. And I wasn't going to invest. So my car was pretty much gone at that time. And I was broke as a joke. So I was taking the biggest risk ever. Like, I was about to get evicted from the townhouse that I was in. Like, it was so, like, what else did I have to do but risk at that time?
Yeah.
I mean, you had nothing else to lose. Literally,
right.
Like, this was so you was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to LA and I'm going to try it. Although all the stuff that you were going through here in Georgia was just cheaper, right? To live here, you said, I'm going to pick up and I'm going to go to LA and I'm just going to make this thing work for me.
Yeah. So I had no choice but to make it work.
How long did it take you to, like, find work, and what was that process like?
That part was funny too, because like I was so excited as far as just the journey at hand, just having to start over again, because I was just confident in myself. But I found a job in 2 days.
Wow.
When I got there. It wasn't the best job, but I didn't care. It was a job.
It was a job. So you found the job in 2 days.
Yeah.
Now, I looked up you had purchased your house maybe 2 years ago?
It'll be 2 years in June.
So I look up and I'm like, hold up, who actually can buy a house or get a house like that in LA? Like that, to me, that right there was amazing.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, it was amazing to me, just to have a house, period. Out here, most people have to have roommates, and It's really expensive to live out here. But, you know, I just happened to end up climbing the corporate ladder at that time with Time Warner, now Spectrum. So, and I'm always going to be grateful to them because they literally changed my lives just with the money I was able to earn there. So, you know, there was a lot of like, oh my God, moments I was able to do within a 2.5 year period.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I started from a leaky basement apartment in East LA. Like, there was some nightmare couple places I had before I was able to get into a home like that, for sure.
Wow, but you did it though. You stayed the course. And now, leading up till now, tell us about this new position that you're in right now.
Right. Yeah, because you're still in the industry even more now there than you were here. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting used to it because it was kind of like, you know, a little break for a while. Because once you come here, it's like, whoa, the cost of living. So, you know, you got to get right and just make sure you get your other stuff in order. So that includes going to corporate America, and you kind of veer away from entertainment. So, you know, I'm coming back into this with more of a positive, I want to help others because this is a position I feel where I really can. Before I was just, you know, trying to shop shows, but now I became the director of programming for PSLA, which is Pendulum Television out here in Hollywood. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah, you know, it's brand new.
And we've been to the offices. So the office is on what lot? What studio lot the office is on?
Oh, Raleigh Studios across from Paramount. Yeah, that's crazy. I still like.
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is totally awesome. So right now you are actually looking for some really good content.
Yeah.
For the network, right?
No, definitely. That's what it's all about. You know, I've been one of the biggest cheerleaders for, you know, just the indie movement, probably since like 2010 when I got into entertainment. There's just so much talent and passion. Like we know, you know, firsthand, I know how hard it is to create those projects and to bring things to life. So, you know, we don't really get the platform we deserve.
That's true.
You know, no disrespect to, you know, A-list, D-list, whatever it may be, how they put everything. Talent is talent. And, you know, of course, if it comes down to the financial backing as far as what can be seen. And not everybody can afford that. I mean, it's already expensive putting your projects together.
Right.
So, you know, definitely want to be a platform for, you know, just the indie genre to have a platform to showcase. I know there's other avenues of showcasing your projects as well, but why not an additional one? I mean, all exposure is good exposure if it's the way you want it to be put out. That's how I see it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So far as the content you're looking for, is there any type of content you're looking for, like genre wise or budget wise, anything like that?
Definitely. There's all aspects. Like right now, I'm trying to get more finished content. We're looking for all types, so all varieties, whether it be talk shows, reality shows, dramas, feature films, short films, comedies, you name it. Even if it's
Renee show.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. You know, I want you guys to move out here. Like, man. Yes. That would be awesome.
Wow.
But yeah, just everything.
Okay, so before we actually let you go, it's still a few minutes before that. We want you to be able to tell everybody where they can reach you, and if they want to submit some of their work, maybe are you looking for like teasers or trailers or something like that?
Yeah. Well, what I'm looking for, and of course, if you don't have what I'm asking, please reach out to me too, because, you know, if there's other aspects or different ways I can help, I will as well. But I'm looking for, of course, finished content between 3 to 6 episodes and a trailer, please. Okay. Like I said, if you don't have all of those things, or just please still reach out to me, and we can just discuss the process, because I'm like a mama bear. I like help you get things done.
Yeah, is there a length to each episode or anything like that? Is there like a minimum or a maximum length time?
No, because we can work it out whether it needs to be brought, you know, chopped down or used for other different, you know, there's different ways we can use it. So no, just as is.
Okay.
So now talk about Pendulum a little bit, because Pendulum is not just a online subsidiary, right? They also have a network that's actually on a local LA station. You tell me about? Can you give more details?
Yeah, we're going to be getting a local station. We're coming out at the end of the month. And it's actually going to be on all of your OTT platforms, Apple TV, Apple platform, Android. And yes, in the near future, in the next month or two, we're going to have a local channel on local TV out here in California, Los Angeles and Orange County.
Nice. That is
yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a start. Hey.
Right. So guys, those of you that's listening, if you have content that you're looking to get out there, you guys make sure you reach out to Damitra because she's going to be scouting for content. And it's actually it's a really great opportunity for those of you that's trying to get your stuff seen. It's one thing to shoot and complete your film or your TV series, but it's another thing to actually have distribution for it. And that's what you want. You want people to be able to go and see what you have done. Okay. Yeah. So you guys make sure you reach out to her. So that's awesome. You have any more questions on the network? Because I want to go into her business.
Oh, no. I'm good with that.
Okay. Yeah. And so leading up to that, I wanted to go into the part of you being the boss chick because I know that's who you are and what you are. You are the boss chick. So tell us a little bit about your business and what you have going on within your own company.
Well, I have Ambizion Media that I've had now, going on 7 years now, that I had in Atlanta where I had my, I have my cable channel, Ambizion Television Networks. I had my magazine, Ambizion Magazine, and Ambizion Radio, which ended up hanging with Dee Dee. So I was very active with Ambizion. And since then, like I was just talking about as far as my little departure from entertainment, working in the corporate end, I've now since added my clothing lines as well. I have Ambizion Apparel.
We got the shirts. We didn't wear them because they're dirty.
Yes, because we've been wearing
No, that's all good. Hey, you guys represented it a few times. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And also my shirt's even been on Emmy-nominated web series as well called Tough Love. So that was pretty cool to see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so slowly, but it's happening. And it's a really cool clothing line. It has a lot of positive sayings because I like to be motivating and inspiring. Just everybody has their triumphs and just, obstacles, but you can still do it. So I try to do that with clothing to make you feel better. But it's for men, women, kids, and I even have for babies. And then I have my other clothing line. It's Ambizion Pooch because, I love my dogs.
Right.
Bailey and Charlie, but obsessed with my dogs, and I just love dogs in general. But Ambizion Pooch is a clothing and accessory line for dogs and the people who love dogs. So there's some stuff there for their parents as well as them. But yeah, just, I'm dibbling, dabbling in things all the time. So you never know.
But you're doing so much. How do you have so much time to do it all? I mean, like, how do you do that?
What's your time management?
Yeah, how do you manage your time?
That's easy. Number one, no kids. I have dogs. Yeah, I have dogs, but they can be a handful sometimes, but no kids. So I have a lot of time with that. And I just don't feel right if I'm not doing a lot. Like, I feel like I'm not using my whole potential. I feel life is short. Like, you should try different things. It's an obsession of mine, and it's not a good thing all the time, but that's just how I am. I just always have to be doing a lot, and you just got to schedule out throughout the day and, not overexhaust yourself, but just at least if you're doing something towards it a day, then you're getting closer to it. If you overexhaust yourself, I feel you're going to get tired of it, and you're just going to start slacking on it. So I just kind of, maximize my time.
I mean, it's sort of how we do our stuff, I guess. I mean, but with the kids.
Yes.
but with the kids. So what's in the future? I mean, like, you've done so much in the last 4 years. Like, what do you see Damitra doing in the next another 4 years? I mean, what's going on?
I would actually love to have a storefront for my clothing line.
Okay.
And a multi-purpose building like what you guys had. And remember the one I was at D112 in Atlanta. Yeah, my office there, where it's just everything under one roof, because I like to do so many different things. That would be awesome, just to have all of those different aspects under one roof, and I can just get so much more done.
I mean, yeah, but there is a lot of responsibility. We do know.
Yeah.
We do know that. And you also got to make sure that you have great partnerships. If you're gonna have partners, make sure you guys are on the same page. That's the only advice I can give you on that one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But other than that, I think it's a wonderful idea, and you're definitely in a great spot to do that. I mean, because even us driving around Hollywood, we saw like so many studios that we never even heard of before. It was it was like every warehouse was a studio out there. It seemed like.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a need for that, there's a knack for that, there's a niche for that. So I mean, you're definitely on the right page in my book. I mean, obviously when TPN come out there, we know we have a studio to go to.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely, because we gotta start. We gotta get our feet wet first before we jump into any building. You know, because so we were looking around and we were pricing some things, and you know, we weighed our pros and our cons,
which wasn't a lot of cons.
Everyone has some cons, but only because, like I said, it's the children factor.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing with us, and I kind of, you know, of course, I take that into consideration before anything that we do.
Of course,
take our kids into consideration. But once it gets down to just Bryson that we have to worry about with school and all of that stuff, for me, it'll be like, okay, the sky is the limit. Yeah. At that point. Definitely. At that point, shoot, if we did it with 5 boys, we could do it with 1.
Exactly.
So y'all be doing it, period. Killing it as a family. I love it. The dynamic.
Thank you.
But we got a few people that came on and want to know exactly who missed your title and who don't want to go back and watch it till later on. Tell them again, what's your position and what you're doing right now?
Okay, I'm director of programming for PSLA, which is Pendulum Television. And I'm also CEO of Ambizion Apparel, which is my clothing line. You can check that out at www.ambizionapparel.com. And Ambizion is spelled with a Z instead of a T, like ambition, but a Z instead of a T. Also, Ambizion Pooch, ambizionpooch.com. That's my dog clothing line. And Ambizion Media. I was thinking, you know, this past week or whatnot, I might possibly come back with my radio show and magazine. We'll see. Trying to work that in with everything else.
Absolutely. You have the space to do it now over at the office for
That's true.
No, see?
That's true, yeah.
Right out.
Oh, shout outs to Marwan Granville, who is the CEO of Pendulum Television PSLA.
Okay.
Well, yes. Yeah. What's his name?
Marwan Granville.
Marwan. Okay. Thank you, Marwan.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm super excited, and I'm excited that he trusts me for the position like that, and just really has seen my work ethic, and he's been following me for 6 years. So
wow.
So
and he's just really, I just really am thankful that he is giving me this opportunity, because it's not even about me. Like I said, I wanted to shop shows before. Now I not only have my own platform to do my own content, but you know, I get to help other people too, and that's my favorite part, is being able to just have an avenue for other people. So.
Yeah, I can contest that, because ever since we met, you've been reaching out to us, helping us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we just clicked. Man, how long?
It's been about 7 years, 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I think that Bryson was just starting to walk when we met you.
Yeah.
So he's
a baby.
Yeah, I remember he used to be fascinated.
Well, he was fascinated with the
oh yes.
There's a picture floating around with him grabbing a handful.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. But yeah.
So now he's tall now, so we'll see how that goes. So now a lot of people who are watching, I mean, what would be your advice for people who want to move out there now? I mean, what would you tell them to do, or what steps would you have them do, or they should do?
First and foremost, just humble yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, just know that you are going to have to start from the bottom up. Now, if you have somebody, it's different. My situation, I didn't know one person out here, so I didn't have somebody like kind of stay with and, you know, get situated, things of that nature. And if you do, that's even a better reason. Especially if you're a hustler, like, don't stay there. Oh, I'm gonna be there for 2 months and you're there for a year. No, you need to get up and get out. Like, hit the pavement. Like I said, humble yourself. I don't care if you were the #1 actor in Atlanta. They don't know you over here. They have their own community that you have to break through and get your name out there, and you got to do the work. Like
I think you're covering up your microphone. You're kind of going low there.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we heard
you gotta be prepared to do the work. Like come out here, even if it's a grocery store, if it's sweeping out a warehouse, it doesn't matter. If this is your dream, that's what you got to be prepared to do, because this is a rough town financially. Like it is unbelievably expensive, but it doesn't mean that it's not for you if this is where you want to be. You just got to humble yourself and just be prepared to start from the bottom. If you don't, that's amazing as well. But just be prepared to start all over again. That's my main thing, because I've seen a lot of people did not do that and had to go right back. And, you know, that hurts for me too, because I came here with a dream, and I know they have a dream as well. Just the fact that they even came is commendable. But you have to still be prepared. So that's my main ultimate thing.
That's true. You definitely have to make sure that you humble yourself. And because that's what I said, Renee, now we're weighing our pros and cons, and we just count down the days now. So to this particular point, but we understand. We totally understand, because unlike you, we have people like yourself and some other people that we know out there that we can reach out to and find out what areas to go to and what to stay away from, and what works and what doesn't work. So we have that. But for those who doesn't, I mean, I think you gave a very great advice on being humble, because like I said, reason people jump to LA so fast because they're popular in one area.
Exactly.
Like that somewhere else.
Right.
So that's good. We had a person, hold on. Marcel says, I know someone that went from living in a mansion to homeless. I agree, humble and hard work. Yeah, so one of our guests agreed with what you just said. So I totally agree with that as well, you know, because
I tell you what, homeless is not an option for me. So so we get out there and God forbid it get to be too much. I know how to bring my butt back home.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
and you have kids, so that's a completely different thing.
Exactly.
You have children, so I get it.
That's my main thing. That's all, you know, everything else set aside is my family first, you know, well, God first, of course, but my family first, and then everything else, you know, comes with that, you know what I'm saying, or after that. So I'm not going to put my children in harm's way. I'm not going to put them out of the way. I'm not going to make them feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not even an option for us. So when we get there, we would definitely have to hit the ground running and really, really, really be hustling.
Right.
No, one thing I will say, there's lots of job opportunities out here. That's one thing I will say. It's really not hard to find a job out here.
Yeah, we did. We seen a lot of hiring signs, and I'm like, okay, if you don't have a job out here, then you just don't want to work, because we seen so many and then we seen so many homeless people. Laying in the street, like I mean, on the sidewalk, like you could just be walking. Even North Hollywood, you walking down the what is that, Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
I mean, you see all this, you know, glamorous and stuff like that, this sights to see, and then you look down, you about to trip over somebody that's laying there asleep. And
downtown feels really bad.
I mean, that right there just was like, it blew my mind. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it like I said, it will humble you. You know,
it would definitely humble you.
So, and like I said, you know, the one thing about Renee and I is that, you know, we're producers, directors, and writers, that we can go anywhere in the country or the world and set up shop and make a movie. So that's one of the things that we have with us, because we are a one-stop shop. You know, we can do whatever we want to do wherever we want to do it at, and we've been lucky and fortunate enough to be able to, you know, put out there to the masses. So that's one thing in our favor. But for those who doesn't have that, then they definitely have to go there.
Yeah, I know. When I moved here to Georgia. When I moved to Atlanta, I did what you did. I sold everything pretty much. Even my baby's clothes. He's 22 now, but I sold his clothes, girl. He got when he finally came to Georgia, he was like, "Mom, where's all of my stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, I thought you couldn't fit it," but I knew that I was going to be able to go and buy him some stuff, because I'm like, I'm not renting a U-Haul truck. I'm not doing any of that. Everything that I do, I'm starting over, and that's exactly what I did. I started over when I got here, but of course. It's the cost of living, you know, at that time was cheaper. But baby, Georgia is getting up there with LA.
Yeah,
Georgia, their housing prices, to buy, to rent, all of that stuff, they're getting very expensive. I'm like, hold up, Georgia, what's going on now? What is going on?
Yeah. So we're going to end the segment, but do you want to give a shout out to anybody? You want to give us some information if people want to get in contact with you directly, something like that?
Yes. Like I was saying before, I'm looking for all types of genre of content.
You covering your microphone again.
Oh, sorry. See, I told you it's my first time FaceTiming. I don't even know if I'm looking at you guys right or not. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just hold your phone like this. That way you're not covering. Your microphone's at the bottom.
Oh, snap. Really? Where is that better?
You worse than me,
way
girl.
Better, way better.
Told you I'm so old school. I don't do this. Okay. So I'm looking for all different types of content. Like I said, feature films, short films, videos, skits, comedies, dramas, you name it. Please send them to me. My email address is deedee.stewart. That's DEEDEE.STUART at pendulumstudiosla.com.
Hold on.
Okay, so it's dd.stewart at pendulumstudiosla.com. Just email me everything. You can also and let me give you my other email if you want to do Dropbox. It's info@ambizionmedia.com, and that's AMBIZION media MEDIA.com. And you can Dropbox it to me if it's too large to email me. But either way, if you have any questions, anything, just email me and ask me, and I will give you the answers to them. And I can possibly kind of help you along your journey too, and just kind of guide you. So, yeah, and I'll check. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, one more thing. Also, ambizionmedia.com. You can check out my clothing line and everything through there. Okay, done.
Okay, awesome. when this live is over, if you can, in the comments, just put because Bobby was typing too slow and we couldn't spell pendulum.
Okay.
Why you gonna put me out like that?
That is hilarious.
So just put your information in the comments field so everybody can see it.
Word I use every day, so.
I was no, I told you guys made a reality show, man.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. I'm looking for Gmail. So.
No, we was looking for Gmail. We're like, what happened to Gmail? Okay,
too funny.
So if you could just put it in the comments, that would be great. Or if you can't get to the comments, just inboxes and we'll put it in the comments.
Yes.
So that everybody can have that contact information.
Sure.
So much for coming on and spending 30 minutes with us on TPN Live. I'm sure you have inspired someone, and you definitely inspired us.
Aww.
You inspire us every day.
Yes.
So
you guys too.
So y'all know, we communicate all the time, every day on Facebook.
Yeah, definitely. Like
we
can talk once a day.
Yeah. So we really appreciate that, and thank you for being so transparent.
Yes.
On everything, because that means a lot to people.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add?
No, I mean you kind of covered it. I mean, but people who want to make that journey, that step. I mean, be humble.
Be humble. That's it.
So.
And thank you guys so much. Thank you I'm so honored. Thank you for having me on here. And again, congrats on your win at the Web Fest.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Now, hopefully, we do the exact same thing in Germany. So we'll see what happens.
But it will be an adventure. That's for sure.
Oh, you got this. Y'all got this.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. We're going to end the show. And,
all right. Bye, guys.
Be safe.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, guys. Y'all heard it yourself. That was our homegirl, Dee Stuart. I mean, so she went out there and she kicked butt, guys. She went out there and she did what she had to do. She kicked butt and she took names.
Absolutely.
She took names.
She sure did. We are so proud of her.
Yes, exactly.
So guys, before we end the show, we are already 3 minutes over. We just want to let you know, once again, we are casting for Dexter Jackson's Guide to Dating Season 2. On this Saturday, we're having a face-to-face audition.
That's right.
Open casting call. Mm-hmm. For more information, please go to TPN, that's Tom, Pat, Nancy, and the number1.com. Look, he can spell that.
Yeah, I do that.
TPN and the number1.com. And you can see all the information on the front page. It says casting. Just click on
casting, and
it'll give you all the information that you need.
Yes, that's it. That's it, guys.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. You have been a very active group, and we do appreciate that. So make sure you actually just share the video.
Please
for anybody that needs to be inspired. You never know who may be inspired by this show on tonight.
Yeah, okay? It's only like 30 minutes long. So anyway, we're gonna end our show how we do all our shows with 1, 2, 3, and peace.